in Orlando. Ice beat Fire 39-9. Fire really had trouble on offense getting it going. A dominating win by Ice. Now, I talked to Charles Power. He's the On3 director of scouting and rankings here. And he was in Orlando. He's now on his way to San Antonio, or he is out in San Antonio for that game. But Charles Power gave me his top performers. He also put it up on the homepage of On3. You can go check it out there. On3 overall MVP goes to Ellis Robinson, committed to Georgia, signed with Georgia. He's the #1 cornerback heading into the week. He arrived a little bit late. Why was he late to practice? Oh, no big deal. He was just practicing with UGA. Yeah, he was at bowl practice, so he arrived a day late. No big deal. But when he did arrive, he went up against Cam Coleman every single day. Cam Coleman was on his team. Team practices against their own team, so Cam Coleman every day held his own. And in 3 days of practice, he had 3 picks, a one-handed gem. You guys can go find it on Twitter. It was unbelievable. And, overall, though, Robinson, he sent a message that he was there to get work in and get better. He took a ton of reps. The #4 overall player for On3 lived up to the hype this week. Inside Scoop fans, college football season is wrapping up, and it also means that the NFL is winding down as well. But there's still some great games left in the season. And you know what's not great, though? Finding last-minute tickets. Finding last-minute tickets, it can be a nightmare. Do not let this be the way your 2024 goes. That's why I'm here to tell you about Game Time. It is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the big-time matchups. The Game Time app is great. It's easy to use, and it works in any city, any team. And you get the best price guarantee. Do not stress over getting into your team's favorite games anymore. There's only so many big games, and you need to get these tickets at the best prices. Game Time is the place for last-minute ticket deals. Forget planning months in advance. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the day of the event. Game Time is obsessed with finding ways to help you save money. Zone deals, all right? This is where you pick a section, and Game Time picks the seats for big savings. So here's what we're going to do. Snag the tickets without stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code INSIDESCOOP for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code INSIDESCOOP for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. The #2 player in Charles Power's top performers was wide receiver Cam Coleman. And he said, Josh, I've been to these games. I've been going to these games with Charles Power since about 07, 08. He told me that no wide receiver has made more highlight plays in the week than Cam Coleman did this year. Unbelievable. 6'3.5", 185 pounds. He's got range. You can see it in that one-handed TD grab on day 3 that went viral. Also, he has the size, but he also has the speed. One of the fastest players at the event. He's a special talent. That's why he ranks #5 in the On300 rankings. #3, Ife Obadegwu, committed to Oregon, signed with Oregon, locked it down all week, and he was rewarded with a pick 6 in the game. He goes 6'1", 190 pounds with arms that measure over 34 inches. He's the #241st ranked prospect overall. I think he's got some stock up when the new rankings drop in a couple weeks in January. #4, Booker Pickett, committed to Miami, had an excellent showing. He's a dynamic pass rusher, dominated Team Fire offensive line during the game. Look at the stat line. During the All-Star game, best on best, he had 2 sacks, 2.5 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. Now, Booker Pickett, he's heading to Miami, needs to put on a little size, but he has a high motor and great burst off the line. Could be a great pass rusher down there in Coral Gables. #300 overall in the On300. I think stock up here. He could see a rankings bump when those drop in a couple weeks. #5, defensive lineman Dominic McKinley flipped to LSU just a few days ago, and boy, did he deliver. The #1 player in the state of Louisiana, top defensive lineman for Charles Power throughout the week, and I see why. He's 6'5", 290, great combo of size, length, athleticism, and flexibility. Here's a quote from Charles from the week. Quote, "He was essentially unblockable," end quote. That's all you need to know. Dominic McKinley was dominant. Then checking in at #6, you got Ryan Williams, 5-star wide receiver, committed to Alabama. He will sign in February. Auburn, Texas, trying to flip him. Cornerback Ryan Mack, Only a 3-star, another stock up guy after finishing number 7 overall in Charles Power's top performers. I think we see Ryan Mack get a bump. Same with Zena Umeozulu, committed to Texas. Every time I talk to Jerry Hamilton, he always mentions the edge rusher heading to Texas as one of the standouts in that class. Justin Williams, an elite linebacker, showed his stuff, committed and signed to Georgia. And edge Jordan Ross, signed to Tennessee, rounds out Charles Power's top 10 performers from Under Armour game. Now, a couple more notes. DJ Lagway, got to mention him. He was the top QB there during practice all week. He stood out. Now, he unfortunately missed much of the game. His foot got stepped on. He's had a little injury. I don't think it's anything serious, but he did miss much of the game. That's probably why he doesn't make the top performer list, but Lagway showed that he has the skill set. He's physically there. He is ready to go compete for a starting job at Florida. Tennessee running back signee Peyton Lewis showed a good bit of wiggle and vision during practice, according to Charles Power. And wide receivers Terry Bussey, Mike Matthews, Perry Thompson, and JoJo Trader all had several wow moments throughout the week. On the offensive line, number 1 offensive tackle Jordan Seaton, signed to Colorado. Eugene Brooks going to Oklahoma, and Elijah Thurman, who's headed to Clemson, all stood out as well. But let's talk about your top performers from Under Armour. Comment section below, who was the best of the best? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure to subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We have a new page dedicated only to recruiting. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.